Meaningless, repetitive and the generator of tribes of unnecessary risk takers. All the attractions of the internet and computer gaming may have a permanent downside. British scientist Baroness Susan Greenfield believes the net, games and social networking sites like Facebook are dangerously rewiring developing young minds. She's the first to admit the theory hasn't been tested. But detractors say she's being deliberately sensationalist. Well, I'll be speaking to Professor Greenfield shortly. First, Karen Barlow reports.
These gamers are in the here and now.
Emma.
Uh-oh.
It's life and death without lasting repercussions.
We all just come out here on our break at TAFE and you can get stuck straight into it and run around killing zombies.
Apart from the mayhem on the screen, the gamers say it's just a bit of harmless fun.
Sometimes I'll play all day. It just depends what there is to do, what type of weather there is, that sort of thing. So.
Computers offer stimulation and interactivity in an extremely immediate way. But according to Baroness Susan Greenfield, the director of the Royal Institute in Britain, they may be changing brains permanently.
If it's bombarding you with boom, bang, bang images, what I call the yuck and wow scenario, where every moment you're having something flash up in your face and bombard your ears, all I'm suggesting is that might drive brain connections and drive the configuration of your brain cell circuitry into the kind of mindset that mandates a short attention span.
Young minds are especially vulnerable to suggestion. Some play the interactive game World of Warcraft continuously, leaving them only time to eat and sleep.
They show a lot of the signs of withdrawal that we see in addicted people when they are made to get off the computer.
According to a cyber cafe operator, that's a very small minority.
In every aspect of entertainment, there is always some people that take it a bit too far. Some people call it an addiction. It probably is to them.
Sydney child and adolescent psychiatrist Philip Tam says it may not be an addiction. He says it may be a symptom of another psychological problem.
Possibly a lack of support in the family, a lack of friends in the real world, bullying, anxiety and other mental health issues. And they find, in a nutshell, that the alternative world of the computer game or of the Second Life kind of website or Twitter is actually far more attractive than their day-to-day real life.
Professor Susan Greenfield also targets social networking sites like Twitter and Facebook, saying they're isolating rather than connecting. Australian academic Catherine Lumby says new media is not all bad. Like many things, she says there are risks and opportunities.
There's a lot of very good research showing that new media technologies can bring people together as much as isolate them. They can be isolating if they're used in that way.
A prominent critic of Professor Greenfield is British author and medical doctor Ben Goldacre. He believes she's unnecessarily alarmist.
I think it's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I'm almost ashamed of myself for being here talking about it. This is Baroness Greenfield, unfortunately, abusing her position in order to give extra weight to conjecture and opinion.
But other scientists view the professor's ideas as a call to arms. Philip Tam will soon be embarking on a research effort in this very area.
I don't believe there's actually any hard scientific evidence as yet to show that there is objective, demonstrable and long-term change in brain development.
They may be biased, but gamers themselves are convinced there won't be any long-term effects on their brains.
Game over.
Karen Barlow, Lateline.